want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to the reason they should have never gave you niggas microphones. I'm Lil Low.
I'm Bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! We're back and we're brighter. We've turned the lights up, but not like too much.
Turn the lights on.
Maybe we should ask the audience. Do y'all want us to turn the lights up?
Right. Do y'all like it bright? Do y'all like it dark and intimate? Like, what's the vibe?
Because this isn't too bright. I feel like we haven't like brightened it up. Like the light above our head is not on.
Yeah. I mean, I think I look good.
I be trying to look good.
No, I think you look good too. It's just, you just light.
I know. I'm light, but I also am lazy. And it's like, you know, it took me a long time to be like, if I'm going to get on the camera, I have to do my makeup because I'm just like a yellow circle if not. And I tried that, but then I was watching the clips and I'm like, my outfits don't be like good. And you always get dressed.
Well, that's because I got to leave the house.
Well, I was just going to say, and I live here, so that's a shame that I don't be dressed.
That's why I feel like it's more comfortable for you because, like, you just got to come to the other side.
Like I was eating 10-piece America's Best Wings, all flats, barbecue, extra crispy. And I looked at your location and I said, I got to get the fuck up.
Yeah, see, I was at Wawa.
And I got 5 flats left.
But it's amazing, like, the distance you can go in 15 minutes.
It is. It is. I could be almost anywhere in 15 minutes. Fuck it, we ball. So let us know about the lighting. It's up in the air. We're trying to get our shit together, y'all. We told y'all last year that this year we would get our shit together.
Yeah.
Or we told y'all this year because it was the New Year's episode. But we said it last year.
Yeah, but I feel like we working on it. It's only February, so.
I'm working on my attention-grabbing stuff. I noticed when I wear this shirt on the podcast, somehow the Belizeans find it.
Yeah.
What it do?
That's good.
But I got to get some more shirts. I got to start buying clothes like I have a podcast.
It'd be hard, like, trying to figure out, like, what to fucking wear.
I mean, I be putting shit on like I know they tired of this.
That's how I be feeling about my hoodies. I just got to get my hoodie collection up.
It's a hard time to be us.
Good thing we really only got to worry about the tops for real because we don't see the bottom anymore.
I'm really glad that we changed that.
Yeah.
Like, I do have on pants and shoes, but why do you need to know that?
Right.
It's too much. And we don't necessarily live stream anymore. Nothing happened. I just be forgetting to set it up. But I think that's okay. Keep the people surprised.
You know we can go live on our TikTok now?
We have 1,000 followers on TikTok?
No, but we don't need them anymore for some reason. I mean, I think because we post consistently, like they allow us to go live. But the option's there now.
What?
Yeah.
The live stream might be back, y'all. TBD.
Yeah, we can't do like the creator, like we can't monetize, but we can go live.
10,000 followers.
Yeah, but we can go live now. Yeah, so.
You niggas in trouble. What are you watching? Is it anything good? I need something. I've been watching the Bernie Mac show, man. I like, that's not what we're watching, but I need something that's going to pull me away from the Bernie Mac show.
What I've been watching ain't no better. I really haven't been watching a lot, but I was watching this one show called Younger. You ever heard of it?
I feel like I have. Who's in it?
Hilary Duff.
Yes.
I'd never heard of this show, but it just randomly, I saw it on Netflix. And the shit had 7 seasons. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't never heard of this show. And so I started watching it, and I watched like season 2 until I think Hilary Duff left. So
got a blast.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, well, but it's still like she left on like the 2nd or 3rd season.
Do they live like in a house?
It's like a loft. Like the girl, it takes place in New York, and
I'm gonna look right now.
Basically, what it's about is this older lady. She's in her 40s. She's 40, and she pretends to be 26. So she had got a divorce. She had a kid, everything, and she had to return back to the workforce. And she couldn't really like get a job in her field because she was old. Or
this is not the show I was thinking of. Go on.
You're probably thinking about How I Met Your Father.
No, I didn't watch that.
That one's.
I think I'm thinking of something with Emily Osment in it.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
I know the
from
name.
Hannah Montana.
Oh, okay.
the main character in Cyberbully.
Okay. She was in Cyberbully?
She was the main character of Cyberbully. That was her like break out of Disney.
Oh, I'm thinking about Cyber Chase. I'm tripping.
Cyber Chase was good.
But yeah, so I've been watching that, and it was kind of like, I feel like it's kind of quirky, but it don't really make sense because what 40-year-old, is out here pretending to be 26. It's crazy. I'm like, this shit doesn't make sense, but I feel like the storyline is good. Like the people who play in the show. I mean, it's a good show. Like I like the main characters.
I was thinking of the show Pretty Smart, and that was canceled after one season, so I don't know.
Oh, I never heard of that.
It had Emily Osment in it.
Other than that, I watched the Super Bowl.
The niggas in the club do be pretending to be 20 though.
Do they be looking 20 though? It's different now because now the young people look older,
but old people look younger. Like when they be posting them videos of like the Temptations and shit, and they be like, "Oh, they was 22." I'd be like, "Damn, I would at least put 46 on it."
Yeah,
I don't know if it was the powder.
I don't know. I think they just didn't have the like glam,
or they was going through a lot, maybe because that's why they're saying that people younger than us look older.
Yeah, they was drinking and doing drugs, a lot of drugs.
The youngins or
well,
kids brought back whippets.
Yeah, the kids be doing drugs too. That's why they be looking older too. It's like, I think that's kind of why people like who are younger and they look older is because like they be hard up.
Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby.
And but the Super Bowl came on.
Yes,
I watched that. I think you was traveling.
I was on the plane. I literally had it like I downloaded Tubi. Tubi had the Super Bowl free, so I'm watching it. And as I'm on the jet bridge, it's like, it's your Uncle Sam. So I'm like, shit. And I was like, if they move this fucking plane, I'ma have a fit. But I did get to see all of the halftime show.
Okay, good. Did I have notes on the halftime? I do want to say congrats to the Eagles. That's my team.
Is that your team?
Yeah, a lot of people. I was just about to say a lot of people don't know that because I'm not like a diehard like.
I work with a diehard Eagles fan.
But I do love the Eagles. I always liked the Eagles since middle school.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't wait to go to a game. But it's like it's always hard for me to go to a game because like it be cold. Like football season is like in the fall and winter, and so the only games I could probably go to is like preseason, and nobody really cares about preseason.
I would go with you. I've never been to an NFL game. I will say the person I put you in the group chat with for the parlays, diehard Eagles fans from Philly, and
I think we follow each other.
You might.
Like I don't know his social, but I think that's him on social. I be like we be talking and stuff like about just random stuff. Like I seen he said he had the flu, and I was like, damn, how you. But I don't know if that was him or not. I don't know.
He be sick, so I don't know. But I lead the team meeting, and I start with, we had highs and lows, and he was like, that shit negative. So now we just have highs. And on Monday, I was like, go ahead. Go ahead.
He be posting his parlays and stuff. He posts them after the fact, though. But he be posting them. I'm like, damn, this nigga hit. He be hitting every time. Like
this nigga, I said, I changed his Zoom name to Go Birds when he wasn't looking. I said, go ahead, tell us your high. He's like, what's my high? What's my high? He turns the camera on. Eagles or Die sweatshirt. His face is painted half green, half black.
Oh, weird.
I was like, this nigga is not all right. He has no voice. Every time the Eagles play, he comes back with no voice. When the Eagles lost the Super Bowl, he was depressed for like a month. We were worried about him.
Yeah. It was a good game for the Eagles. Can't say that for the Chiefs.
Do you think they choked, or was it like, we got enough?
I think they choked. I think
to play that bad, from what I did see, because I stopped watching after halftime, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Did you see that video of that lady doing voodoo on? Yes. I was like, maybe it did have something to do with the fact that like they're racist. Well, not to say they're a racist team, but like all that's going on with Trump and Patrick Mahomes.
Once you cross Native Americans, it's not looking. The Commanders had to change their name. I know that.
And they did good this year.
I was surprised that the Chiefs were doing as well as they were. But I thought it was because their logo is not a Native American person. It's just like the arrowhead, right?
Yeah. So maybe they got to go back to the drawing board. But, I mean, they already won 2 Bowls, like the last one. So I think they're good. I mean, the Eagles deserved it.
They did.
But yeah, as you mentioned, halftime was good. Yeah, that's all I got.
I've been watching Miss Onaja over there giving them people in Pakistan.
I love her.
The people of Pakistan love her, and I love her. She's no longer there.
I think she's in Dubai now.
She's in Dubai. She got off on the layover and did not get back on the plane.
Dubai.
Me and my husband will be having my baby in Dubai.
I love the way she talks, man.
My God. She, like, I understand she's having an episode. Let's start with that. However, I do think that she's aware that she's funny and that she has a following.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like, I don't think, because I was going to say, people saying, like, she has mental health issues. I really don't know anything about her background. Like,
her son was like, she has mental health issues. Please send her back to New York.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about her story.
Even though she's losing it, that's one thing you can't take away from black people. We're very community-minded. She's losing her mind. She doesn't know where the government's going to get the money from, but we're going to pay these hotel staffs $50K every 2 weeks. I want that. We need some money. We're going to fix the roads. The roads is how. She was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
She ain't even driving. She been sitting in that damn lawn chair in the parking garage. But you know what? The potholes bother her.
Yeah. She was like, this is my bodyguard.
She said, what are you doing here? Where are you from? I'm from here. I'm chilling.
What she tell them people? It's against my religion to tell you my business.
Yeah, to tell my business.
I was like, girl, she is funny.
She is, man, a star.
Yeah, for sure, a star. Some people just got it.
And she's all I've been watching. That and the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, I got to see what she doing in Dubai.
In Dubai. Other people is posting.
Like, she's literally a star now.
I love her.
I love that for her.
I'm behind her 1,000%.
Next, we have honorable mention. So this week's honorable mention, I wasn't going to make it myself, but I changed it because, it's Black History Month. And so I wanted to shine light on somebody historical. This person is Willis Hodges, and they were the first elected black man in Princess Anne,
Really?
like here in Virginia, yeah.
Wow.
So Virginia Beach, they will install a new highway marker honoring Willis, and that took place. That actually happened a couple days ago. But it's in Kempsville, where Hodges helped usher enslaved people to freedom before the Civil War.
Wow.
He was an abolitionist, and he worked between Virginia and New York.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We have a lot of history here that gets, like, lost, like Ella Baker. She helped organize the Million Man March. She was born here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. So shout out to Willis.
Thank you, Willis, for everything you've done, especially here, like, where it all started. It takes a really strong person to get involved.
Yeah. I think a lot of people forget, like, Virginia was, like, the first place.
Yeah.
Like in the colony and, like, in slavery.
I thought Massachusetts was the first colony.
Well, you're right. My bad. But it was one of the
Plymouth
first.
Rock landed on us.
It was one of the first out of the 13. Yeah. But yeah.
What if we both wrong? Should we look that up?
No, I think you are right.
Plymouth Rock landed on us, nigga. Anyways, I have a Hotep of the week. Do you have any guesses?
No.
I have the South Florida Republicans and the Venezuelan American Caucus there, and I will be playing for you. Why?
They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign,
So, you know what? I don't know how many fuck around and find outs I have left in me.
It's a lot. It's a lot of people finding out in the finding out.
The Cubans, stage. You know how long the Cubans have had that fucking parole program?
How long? Forever.
For fucking ever.
I didn't even know about that.
That's why there's so many Cubans in South Florida. And a majority of them are white because it was people fleeing the establishment of communism in Cuba. And so wealthier Cubans went to. But so they've been coming over that long. Like, think about when Scarface happened. He was Cuban. He was a refugee.
I've never seen Scarface.
I watched it recently. That's the only reason I can.
Was it good?
The parts I watched through my fingers. I don't like that blood and stuff. But anyways, y'all are fucking around and y'all are finding out. And I don't feel bad for you. I think you got what you deserved. Why the fuck would you believe that man when he told you anything? And that's what I'm saying. You came the fuck over here. You listened to the random lies of a politician. And now you're mad. Oh, well. How did you think that they would even facilitate those roundups without touching anybody with papers? They're saying, you look like an immigrant, bring your ass. And being detained and released can still be traumatizing.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucked up situation. I couldn't imagine.
We could have told you not to trust the Republican Party.
I mean,
probably
we
tried
have,
to.
yeah. Like, I'm like, it's like niggas been saying this shit for like the last, I mean, literally forever. But yeah, I did look it up. Virginia was the first colony.
So when the fuck did Plymouth Rock happen?
I don't know, but Massachusetts is up here. I think it was. I don't know.
But the Pilgrims came to Massachusetts. The Pilgrims came to Plymouth Rock on the Mayflower, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
It says.
So we just didn't colonize? What the fuck were we doing?
I mean, this says the Mayflower landed in Massachusetts at a place they named Plymouth.
Plymouth.
But I don't think they actually settled there, maybe.
I'm from Plymouth County.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that more. I know we learned, like, just being a Commonwealth state or just being a part of, like, the first 13 colonies. That's something we learned in history, like, growing up. But
I think I just assumed we were first because we were first.
yeah. I think maybe, I don't know. I mean, based off of what I'm just browsing, it seems like they did come through there, but I don't think they actually settled there first. Like, they just...
How the hell would they get all the way to Virginia without settling?
I don't know. That
don't make sense.
We're going to have to...
It was July, right?
Was it July?
76.
Oh, no, that was...
Oh, that's Independence Day?
May 13th, they picked Jamestown, Virginia in 1607.
You know, I hate to be, a symbol of how the American education system is.
It says 13 years later, 102 settlers aboard the Mayflower. So Mayflower,
What?
so mass didn't happen until 13 years after Virginia.
So how the fuck did they get here? Okay, wait a minute. But you just said the first settlers. No, the first what? The Mayflower. Where's the Santa Maria and the Pinta? Were they first?
I don't know. It just said, because under this question it says which came first, Mayflower or Jamestown. And it says, traveling aboard the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, 104 men landed in Virginia in 1607 at a place they named Jamestown. This was the first permanent English settlement in the New World. 13 years later, 102 settlers aboard the Mayflower landed in Massachusetts.
So it sounded like when they came, they was all men.
That's what it sounded like, but...
To Jamestown.
Everybody ended up dying.
In Jamestown?
Well, I mean, yeah, in Virginia because of all the diseases.
Oh, is that what it was? They couldn't I thought because, they're men.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had... I mean, maybe they probably didn't have no women, but I'm sure they needed a woman.
I think they had women. Some of the Pilgrims were women.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, you need women, like...
I don't even know how the fuck they got here with no women.
Yeah, so I don't know, but...
When was Columbus? What is it? 1492 or some shit? Fuck them.
I don't know.
Damn, and there's a Columbus Day. We still don't know.
I love history, but I hate history, too, because it's just, like, it's so fucked... It's just all the fucked up shit.
I can't tell a lie. It bored me a little bit.
It can be boring, but... Especially, like, having to remember dates and stuff like that.
But, yeah, that's all top of the week.
Yeah, that was good. Next, we have lyrics and lessons.
This episode should be called The Colony Girls.
I know, right? That's kind of crazy. So my lyric comes from 30 for 30 by SZA and Kendrick Lamar. And the lyric is, I get this type of feeling you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it weren't for you. Only want your love if it's solid. But if it's fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like it.
That's my shit. I
thought
them
you was going to do the other part so I could go.
Nah, you mean the ad-libs?
You fucking with niggas just thinking they cuter than you.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I didn't do that part. But I do love that song. And the lesson I got from that is, at the end of the day, your peace is your responsibility. You have the ability to remove anything from your life that's disturbing your peace. And if they aren't solid, then fuck them. They gotta go.
Fuck them. Remember when they used to have the Supreme stickers that used to say that? Fuck them.
No, I don't remember that.
You would if I pulled it up.
But yeah, that's it from me.
Damn, I was looking up the sticker. Okay, let me do my lyric. Do you have any guesses?
Dochi?
I got, but I let my guard down for you. Said I put my guard down for you. Said I'd be vulnerable so you can break my heart if you want to.
That's my shit.
That is my fucking song.
That album is a good album.
And that's from, this one is in the remix by Leon Thomas and Freddie Gibbs, because I always listen to the remix with Freddie Gibbs. And what I got from that is, in life, there's no way to avoid being vulnerable. Like, if you want to have deep and meaningful relationships, you have to be vulnerable at some point. You can't get around it. And when you are vulnerable, sometimes shit does go to the left. Yeah. Sometimes when everybody's putting it on the table, nobody's eating. You know what I mean? But you still have to be vulnerable in order to have those relationships. You have to be vulnerable, and you have to be prepared to have conversations you don't want to have, do things that you don't want to do, because not being vulnerable is always going to stand in the way of like your growth.
Right. Yeah, and them hard conversations, you know, I think they do help with growth. Like you said, you might not want to like show yourself and like, you know, like reveal, like, or like it can kind of feel like, damn, I'm exposing myself. But I mean, what can it hurt?
Said I be,
I mean, it could hurt.
break my heart if you want to.
But I feel like with life, life is, you have to take risks. Like everything is a risk.
That's my shit.
Yeah, that's my shit too. I fuck with that song. But I feel like it got like it was a slow burn because people wasn't, like, that album came out like a few months ago, but yeah. People are just now really like fucking with it, like mainstream.
So talented.
Shout out to Leon Thomas.
Heart you.
Next we have Let Me Stay Focused, our topic of the week.
Woo!
And I chose to talk about Community this week.
The show?
No. Just in general. So I have
6 seasons in a movie.
Who's in that?
Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, because I feel like we talked about that before, but yeah, I don't think I've ever watched it.
Oh my God, I don't want to get us off track.
But yeah, so I have a few questions, and then I have a follow up, like some notes that came from a therapist.
Woo!
So what does community mean to you?
I think community means like everything to me. I feel like depending on how you use it, it's like a community that you've built for yourself or like a community that you belong to since birth.
Yeah.
Just like the people you have around you.
Yeah. Like it's a group that you are a part of.
Yeah.
And it could be by choice or it could be by birth, like you said. To me, it means like being connected and being able to like be yourself.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like an outsider?
Yeah, like all the time.
Like in what spaces?
Almost all of them. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a time where it was like, yeah, I fit right in.
Yeah. The only time, well, I would say, I mostly feel like an outsider at work. Like, you know, I work in corporate, technically, and I feel like I don't really work with people that look like me. Like, there's black people there, there's gay people there, but, like, we're never in the same spaces.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't really feel like a community. And recently I just got a new manager, and, like, when he joined the team, he's like, yeah, we're going to be a family. And that's something that I just don't like when, like, jobs say that, because...
Yeah. Like, my job feels like a family, but we never say it. Yeah. And every job I've had that says it...
Right, doesn't feel like a family.
Get the fuck out of there.
And it made me think about the jobs that I've had that I actually did feel like a family. Like, we don't actually say it, but it feels like that. And I was surrounded by people that look like me or that I have things in common with.
Yeah.
How do you maintain connections with your community or people that you feel like you're in community with?
Oh my God, I specialize at this. I don't know if it's because like I moved or because I had a dad that was incarcerated, but like I'm very good at like just reaching out.
Yeah. That's why I put to reach out.
I reach out and I get people together. Like, I think when my time comes, people are going to be like, fuck.
Right, because
Like she got everyone together.
right, like, and those people are an important part of the community. Like people who can really bring people together. That's like not everybody can do that, and it's not like an easy task.
No, it is not.
Bringing people together. It's very hard to get a group of people together. Like I don't think people realize like how hard that shit can be.
It's especially hard for people who don't like mix their communities.
Right.
I'm like a serial friend mixer.
Right, and I'm not. Like I feel like the time. Like the occasion where people, like all my people come together, like my different communities, is gonna be when I die, and I'm not even gonna be here to enjoy it because like that's just something I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm really good at, and I don't really have the desire because you have to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I
have
don't know. I think it's like I want to have an event. I want to have everybody
Right.
over, and then like.
and I feel like I just feel like that's very important, like to community. And last question.
Think about throwing something Saturday.
You should.
Like a little Galentine.
I'll be here.
Yeah. Let's think about it because Pizza Hut sells heart-shaped pizzas.
For real?
That's how most of my event ideas come about. Somebody selling something. Like when Dollar Tree started selling luau stuff, I had to throw my brother like a luau party.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I was going to say like holidays and special occasions. If you could create your ideal community, what would it look like?
I think the ones that I'm in now.
Like a mix of different groups or
Yeah, like
is everybody the same? Everybody black?
no, so most of the people black. For example, like I'm a line sister and that's a community I really love being a part of. Even though it's still like strange hearing like I say my line sisters all the time. But when someone's with me and they're like, I'm with my line sister, it's like, oh, that's cool.
Right. I was thinking about that, like, I know that when I was like coming up with these questions, I was like, yeah. Like I just kept thinking about like it must feel good to have like that other community, like aside from like your regular friends, your regular family, like you have a community.
But I'm a serial mixer.
But you chose that life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's something I feel like that's like it's beauty in that.
Yeah, I'm a cousin. I have a lot of cousins. I'm a sibling.
Yeah.
Some days I feel like I'm part of like a TikTok Yapper community.
Yeah. Online
Other
communities
days I'm
are
like,
important too.
They forgot me.
I do think I do appreciate online communities because some people do feel like they don't have community in real life, which
Yeah.
is I do want that for people to feel like they do have people in real life, but if you don't, I feel like knowing people online is cool too.
Yeah, that felt awful when TikTok was going away and people were like, no, like.
Yeah. To me, my ideal community would just be like-minded people, like people I can laugh with, people I can joke with, people I can just be around and feel like this, I like it here. This feels safe. This feels nice. This feels warm. But even like if you like I feel like my ideal community will like everybody wouldn't be the same, but we will be open-minded and know how to like be in community without like shunning people out for being different, like I don't know if that makes sense, but but so I came across this TikTok of a therapist. I'm not gonna say the person's name because they're kind of problematic.
Oh no!
Like in the online world, like I mean I don't think they're that problematic, but
Is it
was
the hood healer?
No. She's not a therapist.
I was gonna say, we got problems.
No, but she's not a therapist. This person's an actual therapist, but they had one event that happened online and people kind of called them out for it, but I haven't heard anything else problematic for her, so that's why I felt comfortable enough. Like I'm like, okay, they are actual therapists, they went to school for this.
Is it the spiritual whistleblower?
I don't know who that is. It's a guy though.
It's a man,
but he's popular on TikTok. So he had 4 categories of like being a part of a community or like what things you could do to like build a community. The first category was social skills, and he basically gives either like questions or things you could do. Under social skills, he said, am I considerate of others? How do I show my consideration for others?
Oh, are we answering this?
I mean, we can. It's a lot, so I don't want to like do everyone, but if you feel the need to like.
Okay, I need to know if I'm thinking of an answer. Or just
I'm gonna do the questions, and then whatever sticks out, you can.
Okay.
All right.
I am considerate of others, though.
What are some factors that contribute to my ability to be social? How do I practice empathy, sharing, and generosity? And How can I show these behaviors in my interpersonal relationships? So I do think you are considerate, and I do think you, like I said, you bring people together, and I think you do practice empathy and generosity.
I try.
I feel like I do those things, but like not for everybody. Like I feel like you're very like fair. Like you're the same no matter who you around.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not always like some situations I'm like reserved and I don't
You
really
think maybe
say
that's why you have trouble mixing your friends? Because then your friends would have to see,
me in different settings.
yeah, like you being the friend you are to like other people. Whereas like I'm pretty like even keeled across the board.
I think it's more so like I be scared my friends not gonna get along, or like you know I
mean, we've
it's
had
not really-
situations where people show up and fuck the party up,
yeah.
and I gotta be like, hey man, you can't do that.
But see, that's the thing. You are good at like conflict resolution, and you are
Yeah.
good at like reeling people in, or like, you know, let's step away from that. Let's not do. You know, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm good at that. Like I'm like I'll be sitting there like, oh shit, like, you know. So I don't think it's more so like I'm scared for them to see me in different settings. It's just more so like I don't know how I'm gonna react to certain things, or like I don't know if I'll be able to be a mediator.
You can't
like,
want to have control over it. You just kind of gotta like.
Yeah.
I do have friends that I try to like set up, but they never end up set up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, these two people would get along great, and then something always happens where they don't meet each other.
Yeah.
But like the friends that I don't expect to like hit it off always do. So
Right.
maybe there's something else intervening.
But I think that was a good. I can't control I can't always control situations. I can't control people
No.
and that's something that I have. I don't want to say I have a problem with, but yeah, like I'd be too worried about controlling shit, and that's not really my job. So,
Yeah, I just put the food out.
but yeah, I think this is a good discussion because it's like okay, like these are things I can do to like be better at building my community.
Yeah. I mean, you play a role too, though. Like, if something happens where everybody's like fussing, like I do remember a time where everybody got into it, and I was like, I'm gonna call Shae. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but even in that situation, I was just like listening and observing, but I wasn't really like. I mean, I would say stuff like I would be like, okay, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that, or
Like, all right, the bus
but
stops here.
yeah, but like if I'm cool with two people and they're into it, I'm like, damn, like okay, how it's too much. I overthink shit. I
And
be
you
like,
know what I say whenever people get, y'all not finna stress me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Y'all better leave that alone. And I say it just like that.
yeah,
Argue elsewhere. That's why you notice everybody always be arguing in the yard on the way to the car or whatever the fuck. I don't play them type of games.
that's true. The next one, which you touched on this earlier, vulnerability. Vulnerability provides a sense of belonging. It strengthens relationships, fosters closeness and trust. And you can practice this by like sitting with your feelings, journaling, therapy, and just like having conversations with people. He was saying you can ask yourself like, why aren't you vulnerable? Who taught you that? Like, how did you learn either where to be vulnerable or how not to be vulnerable? Like,
Yeah.
you know, just kind of like think about those things. And basically be human. Like, you can't be perfect. So I think vulnerability is just a part of like the human experience. And if you are kind of running away from that, then you're not really getting the full experience.
Yeah. I truly pity people who weren't allowed to be vulnerable as kids and like now cannot do it as adults. It makes me feel really bad
Yeah.
when I see that in other people.
Yeah. Because as an adult, it's like, damn, like,
And sometimes you can see it. Like you can
Sucks.
see it like, I don't know, like if you've ever watched a show where there's like two people dating and the girl's like, I can't take this shit no more. Sometimes you can see in the nigga's face like he does not want her to go. But he does not know what the fuck to
Yeah.
like say.
yeah.
It's hard to watch people want to do something and like they just can't bring themselves to do it. That's hard.
Yeah. I can imagine it's hard to even feel that, like,
Yeah.
inside your body, like, to not be able to say, shit, my bad, not be able to say what you feeling, or
Yeah, when people are like, "Oh, you're so articulate," like we take that for granted because it's expected that we're not. But like being able to articulate how you're feeling is actually a skill.
yeah. Next one is accountability, and the tips he gives is to be accountable for the feelings and of the people in your community. Like you do, I know a lot of people like to say, and we discussed
owe nobody
this.
nothing.
I don't owe nobody no explanations. I don't care about nobody's feelings. Like, and you can't be like that if you're
Yeah.
going to be in community with people. You have to care.
Yeah, if you're in relationships, you actually do.
Yeah, be accountable for yourself. Be willing to listen.
Yeah.
Respect boundaries, your own included, and be kind and know your limits.
I have to work on like taking accountability.
I think we all do. We all could use like more accountability in our lives.
I think I have to work on like outwardly taking accountability. Like I am someone who doesn't mind being held accountable for what I do, but I think that it's not often received well, and so it has to be how I'm communicating it and not everybody else receiving it. I think that when people tell me like, "Hey, you've hurt me by doing this," my response is like, "I would not want to hurt you. Let me explain to you what my intentions are." And sometimes that's hard because it's like, so you just want to say I would do something like that and I'm supposed to shut the fuck up, as opposed to say like, "No, I wouldn't do that. Here's what I was trying to do." But I think people receive it as like, I cannot be wrong.
Right.
And I don't feel like I can't be wrong. Like I'd be like, damn, I was wrong. That's not what I was trying to do. But I got to get better at like,
You know, just listening and just taking it in, you know, without having to explain yourself. Because I do the same thing where I'm like, okay, that wasn't my intention, so I feel like I got to explain what I meant, where I came from. And it's like at the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't matter what your intentions were. Like if you hurt somebody feelings or something, like that's how they feel, and you kind of got to be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, and kind of leave it at that, even though you know why you did what you did or why you said what you said, and it's just like, for you, I mean, you can use that for the next time, like, okay, well, I know why I did this, but I understand why I came across it the way it did.
yeah.
I 100% agree with that, as far as myself too, with accountability. And the last one is taking action. Because a lot of people like to say, like, I don't have nobody, or I don't have no friends, or I don't feel like I fit in. Like, and there are things you can do. Your feelings are valid, but there are things you can do to, like, change your situation and kind of find your people and surround yourself with people that you feel like you can be in community with. And those actions are to reach out, call people in your network, or send a text, send a message, volunteering at different community events, or like, you know, just if you want to do something for, like, I know the term we used to use is less fortunate. I don't really like saying that, but like, y'all get what I'm saying. Join groups of your interests, things that you are interested in. See if there are like things you can go to. Like you'll meet people that like to do the same things you like to do. And that kind of goes back to your sorority. That was something that you was like, I want to do this. I'm interested in this, and you did it. And now you have like people that are going to be in your life, like for the rest of your life. Like, that's beautiful. Also, online communities are real, so you can reach out to people who you never even met. Like
I was going through like a stressful time and I joined Reddit, and there are communities for like, that's a place that like I stumbled upon and I will never leave. Like if I'm having any type of problem, I'm looking on Reddit, because there are people who know what you're going through.
Yeah, people have been using Reddit for years, but like I feel like it's becoming even more like popular because like I don't know what they did. I don't know if they paid Google to like put Reddit behind everything, but literally I look on most things on Reddit, like if I'm trying to figure like out how to do something, or like if I go through like a real life situation, or like just for an example, like I was trying to figure out like how to take weed on a fucking trip, and Reddit, it was there to save the day.
Thank you, Serena Williams.
Yes, because her husband is the he's the CEO, right?
Yes.
And last two is don't take it personally, because a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people are actually out trying to like hurt people. I think it's just like sometimes people take offense, and it's like sometimes, like if you're going to be in community with people, you got to kind of learn how to just let them talk and realize it's not always about you. And last thing is don't give up. Like, you may everything's not going to be successful. Every attempt to connect with somebody is not going to be successful, but that doesn't mean it wasn't worth it.
Right.
That doesn't mean the next attempt won't be successful. So just continue to like work towards, finding your people.
That's nice. So beautiful. I love community.
Yes.
I have advice from Umar.
But DEI did not benefit the masses of African people. Barack Obama is the first president to use the words diversity, equity, and inclusion in his DEI initiative that he signed in August of 2011, stating that the federal government takes steps to diversify, include, and guarantee equity for minorities. But it was all about the rainbow. That law was about immigrants and rainbow gangers. It was not about black people. Yes, you have a few black people who are going to lose some DEI benefits. But we are 42 million, and when we add our African immigrant brothers and sisters in, we're about 45, 48. I'm going to round it up because they always suppress our numbers. I'm going to round it up to 50 million Africans in America. Somebody help me understand how Barack Obama's DEI has benefited black people in these past 16 years. Help me understand. Affirmative action is not the same as DEI. Affirmative action was destroyed by George Bush in the opening years of the 21st century. He destroyed it. The Supreme Court destroyed it. Affirmative action has not been a governmental priority since Lyndon Baines Johnson. Affirmative action has been dead. Affirmative action been dead. That's why Barack Obama called it diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? Why didn't Barack Obama call it affirmative action? I'll tell you why Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action. Barack Obama didn't call it affirmative action because he didn't want it associated with black people. He didn't want it associated with black people. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it again for the kunocracy in the back. You're fighting for something that was not created to help you. Let me say it one more time. You're fighting for something that wasn't created to help you. They are distracting you from your main fights. We should be fighting against mass incarceration. We should be fighting against miseducation. We should be fighting against police genocide. We should be fighting against economic apartheid. We should be fighting against homelessness and gentrification. Not Nelly for performing, not Snoop Dogg, not Black History, and not DEI. DEI.
So, the overarching lesson that I want people to really hone in on is that we earned our fucking spots. We earned our fucking spots. While DEI has taken on its own meaning since the original spot, the most educated group of people in the U.S. is black women. We earned our fucking spots, and a lot of times we're better than people in spots higher than us, more qualified for a lot of these positions. And given that it's Black History Month, I thought it would be a good time to remind you all, those white women and racist veterans who got their jobs cut, who voted against DEI, tokens get spent, baby. Don't know what to tell you. I'm still employed. You lose your job?
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Affirmative action, same thing happened. Every time you try to hurt the niggas, you cut off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah.
Because we still getting into school at the same rates.
And we gonna figure the shit out anyway.
They hate to fucking see it.
Yeah.
But they gotta fucking look.
In the fuck around. No, they in the find out stage. Yeah.
And we been new. Ain't it unfortunate? Like when them food stamps got cut off, who was mad? Oh, okay. Egg fucking exactly.
We try to tell y'all. I mean, ain't much we can do at this point.
We tried. You don't win them all. Fuck it, we ball.
Ain't much we want to do at this point.
Yeah, we're good on the doing.
Yeah.
But thanks for asking us, as you always do. Well, this has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, a podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.